Good morning and welcome. My name is Tegan Woleen and I serve on the Fellowship Board of Directors. I want to thank you all for being here today, for sliding your way in, and extend a special welcome to any visitors. If you would like more information about the Fellowship, please visit the welcome table in the fireside room or sign our virtual guest book at uufames.org/guestbook. Whether joining us from home or here in Fellowship Hall, we invite you to stay after service for Coffee Fellowship, where you can introduce yourself and join in conversation with kindred spirits. We have a few announcements this morning. The alternative gift market has returned this year. However, due to illness, will not be open today, but will be open next Sunday. So look for the setup on the table in the fireside room before or after service next week to support worldwide and local nonprofits in honor of friends and loved ones. The Recorder Concert and some additional musicians is holding a holiday concert here this Tuesday, December 17th at 7 p.m. Join them for some sounds of the season and a carol sing-along. Our annual winter solstice gathering is slated for this coming Saturday, December 21st, at the Crawford, just south of Campustown. Gather at 5:30 and we'll start the official parts at 6. Come celebrate the turning of the seasons and light and share in a time of community with a short ritual, bonfire, potluck, and maybe even a song or two. Christmas Eve services will look a little different this year. We'll hold an online-only service at 4 p.m. and an on-site only service in the fireside room at 6. Join us for music, candlelight, and holiday spirit. So on behalf of this caring, nurturing congregation, I welcome each and every one of you to this sacred space. Here we invite you into an experience of transformation, hope, renewal, and connections, which may inspire you to understand life in new ways. Thank you for joining us today.
Good morning and welcome. Our call to fellowship this morning is from Barbara Cheatham. It is a good morning to be together. When winter's darkness spreads across the land and cold seeps through our thickest coats, we hurry here, drawn by the warmth of faces familiar and new, to the welcoming walls of this house. Here, for this hour, we open ourselves to new understanding, reassurance, and hope. For this is a place where truth, love, and challenge meet. Welcome. It is a good morning to be together. This morning, we light our chalice with these words from Jean Wallstrom. In this small flame, dwell the beacon light of lanterns guiding travelers home, the warmth of hearth fires tended through the generations, the transforming energy of furnaces, and the power and life of our sun. May these blessings, warmth and light and life-giving energy, be kindled in each of us.
It is a good morning to be together, to do something new and different here. Let's see what it is we're going to do new and different here. Welcome to our pop-up pageant. In today's service, we will focus on the winter solstice, and we'll sing and tell a story rich with symbol and meaning so that we may celebrate the glory of nature. It's not so glorious yesterday, but sure, glory of nature. The promise of the return of the warmth of the sun and the beauty of peace and friendship in this darkest time of year. On a typical Sunday morning here, our children join the adults in this room in Fellowship Hall for the first 15 minutes or so of the service, and then after our time for all ages, they head out to their religious education classes. But today is anything but a typical Sunday morning. Today, all of us will stay in the room for the whole time, and we'll create together a multi-generational worship service. This is a participatory pageant from the chairs, in which we'll tell the story of Little Bear and the Snow Tree. We'll need help from many of you, and of course, please participate as fits your needs today. No cartwheels are required. Let's begin by greeting one another so that we start out as friends. Please turn to a neighbor and say a friendly hello. Well, that's always a little dangerous to just turn us loose. We like that part. So we're making a joyful noise. Let's continue to make a joyful noise as we sing our opening song, Deck the Hall with Boughs of Holly, to get us in the mood and the frame of mind. Please rise in body or spirit for Deck the Hall. Immerse ourselves in more songs, story, and celebration. The winter solstice is a time to look back upon our ancestors, gather our family and friends close, and rejoice in the return of the sun. It is a time of renewed hope and a time of resurrection. Here in the northern hemisphere, The winter solstice marks the longest night and the shortest day. Solstice literally means sun stop, because there is an ever so brief pause before the days start growing longer. I want it the very next day to be a little brighter, but there's a little pause here. Ancient people feared that the light might never return, but we know that it will, as it has for billions of years past and will continue for billions of years more. So at this special time of the year, we sing songs and remember stories of our ancestors, and we make up new ones. We remind ourselves that who we need in the dark and cold are friends and family. We gather, we huddle close, and we light the fires of community. So let us feast and revel, and let us remember that there will always be hope for the coming year. The winter solstice falls this coming Saturday, and we'll have an outside celebration with a bonfire and also inside time when it's too cold. Many ancient people mark this point on the wheel of the year as the beginning. So there are 8 points along the wheel. Imagine a wheel, a wagon wheel with 8 spokes. There are the solstices, the longest day and the longest night, and the equinoxes, when light and dark are equal. And then we also have the midpoints in between, named by the Celtic pagans and others as Imbolc, Beltane, Lunasa, and Samhain. Imagine this wheel. So you've got the solstices, the longest day and the longest night. And you've got the equinoxes, so they're equal day and night. And then you have the cross-quarter days, the ones in between. I like thinking of that cross and that cross-quarter. In this way, we mark the passage of the year with song and story, recognizing that our lives are connected with people all across time and all across this precious planet who have counted the marks of the year for countless generations, marked the movement of the sun in the sky. And let us count all these days as blessing. So to celebrate our joy at the return of light, we're going to sing God Rest Ye Merry Pagan Folk. Please stand as you are willing and able. God rest ye merry pagan folk, and nothing you dismay. Remember that the sun returns upon this solstice day. The growing dark is ending now, and spring is on its way. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. So now, as Unitarian Universalists, we take a moment to breathe into the story and the science. the magic, beauty, and peace of the winter solstice. This is the time of year when many religions have holidays and celebrations. The theme of light runs through them all, and so many are rooted in peace. This is our story of hope and peace.
As Kelly said, everyone has a chance to participate today in our pop-up pageant. We will have a chance for people to participate as one of our cast members or helpers, and everyone has something they can use to decorate our tree today. We'll have a little bear and a lynx and a squirrel and a blue jay and a mink and a raccoon and a reindeer and a goldfinch and an Arctic fox and a moose. Here's how it works. At various points in the story, we're going to ask who's willing to come up and play in one of these characters. And that volunteer can either choose to read a short line from a note card that they'll be provided with, or I'll say those words for you. When we pause and ask for volunteers, we ask you to just kind of raise your hand, and I'll draft people to take part, or Dana will draft people to take part. Then you can move over there to get costumes. Go back to Dana. Maya will dress you in a simple costume, and Dana will tell you where to stand and what to do. And of course, you're also welcome to remain in the chairs and participate from there. We'll have plenty for everybody to do. Because the purpose is our shared journey to undertake in goodwill and a spirit of play. Nothing can go wrong. Nothing more is needed, and there are no mistakes. It's a joyful celebration today. Some of the story will be told through the singing of carols. Madison and Peggy will help lead our carols, and the words to the songs will be up on the screen. First order of business, does everybody have a bag? If you do not have a bag, raise your hand and say, I don't have a bag, so we want everybody to have a bag. There's some bags missing in the back there. Keep your hand up until we find you and you get a bag. Anybody else need a bag? Did you get a bag? All right, all right. Very good. Your bag has two items that will be needed during the service. One is to help us decorate our evergreen tree, and the small wooden item is for later in the service. You can go ahead and see what you have in your bag now, because you'll need to know to follow the cues about when you're going to walk up and decorate the tree. They are pretty and reusable for this week's activities. Ooh. And just hang on to it for now. Okay, so everybody's aware of what they have in their bag. I had an early volunteer, I believe, for the role of Little Bear. So we have Little Bear getting started there. I need a person to play the lynx. Oh. Here we'll have a lynx. You go back to Dana. I need a squirrel. All right, squirrel. Squirrel. A blue jay. You're wearing a blue shirt. Would you be our blue jay? Reardon. We want to be our blue jay because that blue shirt, it just called out to me. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. And a mink. All right. So we have lynx, squirrel, blue jay, and mink. Do we need helpers for anyone, Dana?
Yes, we need helpers for everyone. So we need 4.
So I need 4 more helpers, one for each role. So here's a helper. Thank you. Come be a helper. when you're up in front, your brain doesn't work as well, so I don't know anybody's name now. I will just point at you. Yeah, we have, is that a helper? No, that's not a helper. To Joe, thank you, Joe, I'm gonna need that helper. I'm gonna need 5 more helpers later on, so, don't sit on your hands today. But some are adults, so they're probably less in need of a helper. Yeah, but for the second, we'll have animals for the second half, so. Dana has what she needs, right? All right, well, they're getting ready and setting their scene. Let's gather together to sing a song, we'll set the scene with Winter Wonderland. All right, welcome, Little Bear. Little Bear was curled up in the woods and woke to find that the world was white. Little Bear cried out,
"Where have all the colors gone?"
Little Bear didn't know where all the colors had gone in the world, for he had never seen such a white and wintry world before. But the wind only answered with silence. Then out of the snow came Lynx. Lynx held orange leaves in his mouth for the snow tree, he explained. And Lynx said,
For the snow tree, we will remember the warm glow of fall and the burning sunset of an evening sky.
"Thank you, Lynx, for helping us remember the warm glow of fall and the burning sunset of the sky." Next came Squirrel. Squirrel carried scarlet berries and laid them softly at Little Bear's feet. They glistened like dewdrops in the morning sun, bright and cheerful against the snow. She said,
To remind us of flowers and fruits from the forests and the fields.
"Thank you for your gift, Squirrel." Next, Blue Jay. Blue Jay flew down with feathers firmly held in Blue Jay's beak. And Blue Jay said,
It's all I have to give, but these feathers are as the summer sky and the rolling water of the river.
"Oh, thank you for those blue feathers that represent the blue water. Thank you, Blue Jay." From deep inside the frozen forest, mink appeared. Here comes the slinking mink. And Mink declared,
Nature's finest, brown like the rich earth beneath the snow.
and she added velvet cattails to Bear's collection. If in your bags, everyone who has remained seated, gifts of leaves or berries or blue feathers or velvety cattails, would you please come forward now and help decorate the tree with those gifts from lynx, squirrel, blue jay, and mink? And while people are placing the decorations, those of us still seated will sing the holly and ivy.
So we will take just a pause in our pageant now and say that each week we take time to pause, to notice what's happening in our lives and how our lives are connected one to another, in our hearts and in our minds. We take some quiet time to let our thoughts slow down, to let our faces soften. Take a breath in and let it out slowly. Know that whatever is true for you, sadness, loss, excitement, celebration, you're not alone. You are held securely in the bonds of community. We have a couple of concerns and joys to share, a few things to share. Wally Anderson is now in the hospital here in Ames, which is a step up from a week in the ICU at Mercy in Des Moines. Last Sunday morning, as I was sitting up here on the platform, I got a text from their son saying that Wally was having emergency brain surgery. But he came through the surgery well. He and Dottie has been with him all week. They're recovering. He's recovering well, and we expect good things. So Dottie and Wally, our thoughts are with you for continued good healing. Mary Darrow is in Wisconsin with her sister after the death of her brother-in-law, Ray Light, after a long illness. Ray loved his friends, the Green Bay Packers, go Pack, and cooking a nice meal on his patio. Our thoughts are with Mary and Craig and all who loved Ray. And Roberta Van says, as a first-time grandmother on December 12th, with the birth of Alice Frederique Deloffre, I am in celebration mode. Congratulations, Roberta and family. That's happy news. Let us create a quiet space here among us and say names into the quiet of people that we want to lift up. And people who are online, I invite you to write any names into chat if you would like to, that you want to lift up into our shared space. The family of Ann Normand.
Bill Fine.
People who are afraid. We hold all of these people in the expanse of our thoughts and hearts. Some of us pray and some of us meditate. Make this time your own as I offer this winter blessing from Christine Robinson. Solstice is a time of pause, so pause, breathe, relax, rest, be at peace. Spirit of winter, rest. Help us to enjoy your peace in this quiet place. Remind us to pause during this season. Grant us awareness. Keep our gratitude fresh each day. And may the songs in our heart be blessings and insights from us and to others. And may compassion always shine forth from the depths of our hearts. May it be so. So everyone has a wooden snowflake in their bag, if you didn't put it on the tree already. We're going to take a moment to imagine this snowflake filled with compassion. Please then offer that as a winter blessing to someone near you, and they may offer you theirs also. We're going to trade our snowflakes with each other as blessings. Please. I think those are going to be ours to take home and hang on our tree to remember this lovely day and this gift from our community. So let's sing Let It Snow to enjoy these snowflakes. You can stand or stay seated as you wish.
Let it snow,
We'll continue with our story of Little Bear, who's still taking in the wonderful winter landscape. And we will need a volunteer to be a raccoon. Now you know what it entails, so I think people are more eager to volunteer. Come, raccoon. I need a person for a reindeer. We have a reindeer volunteer? Right down here. Right down here. Wonderful. Can you go over to the back table and become transformed? I need a goldfinch. Oh, goldfinch.
State bird of Iowa.
The state bird of Iowa. And I need an Arctic fox. Yes. Okay. And I need a moose. I got so many volunteers for moose. Have you been an animal yet? Then please be our moose. And I need a helper for each of those animals. So Bobby, you could still have your wish. The moose must be tall. And I need a helper for raccoon. Excellent. I need a helper for reindeer. Yes, thank you so much. I need a helper for goldfinch. Helper for thank you, Joe. A helper for Arctic fox. I need one more helper. Thank you, Robin. And when raccoon is ready, raccoon is not ready. Raccoon doesn't have a helper yet?
We have a helper for raccoon. Nobody wants to help a raccoon.
Are we good? We have raccoon and a helper? Wonderful. Well, Little Bear looked up as raccoon came padding softly through the snow and spread fresh green shoots and carrots before him.
My offering is to remind us of the green of spring, of the new life after the sleep of winter.
Oh, thank you, raccoon, for reminding us of the green of spring and new life after the sleep of winter. Then reindeer moved slowly forward through the snow with purple rock piled high upon his back. And reindeer said,
You have reading with this? Okay. Here is color that will endure forever, as purple as the mountains and the rolling clouds of thunder.
beautiful purple. We'll get that over to Little Bear tree. Then Goldfinch alighted on a nearby branch laden with yellow cones. That was a beautiful goldfinch. And Goldfinch said,
I carried all I could so we won't forget the yellow corn that grows all summer long in the fields beyond the forest.
thank you for your gift for the tree, Goldfinch. Arctic Fox brought icicles that sparkled silver in the frosty light, like raindrops in the sunlight. And Arctic Fox said,
And you, Little Bear, will guard this tree all winter long. Your black fur will remind us of night's velvet darkness.
thank you, Arctic Fox. Now, if in your bags you have gifts of green shoots and carrots, purple rocks, yellow pine cones, or icicles, will you please come forward now and decorate the tree with those gifts from raccoon, reindeer, goldfinch, and Arctic Fox? I like those carrots, they're adorable. And while we finish decorating our tree, we're going to sing together, "O Christmas Tree." Little Bear and all the animals stared at the tree with delight. So all the animals are staring at the tree with delight when out of the woods lumbered Moose. A bright golden star hung gleaming at the neck of Moose, and Moose proclaimed,
"Set the star high upon the tree, let the light shine out to all the creatures of the forest, that they may gather to celebrate the glory of nature and the beauty of peace and friendship this Christmas time."
"Oh, thank you, Moose, for your gift of a star for our tree." Mike? Thank you, Moose and Moose Helpers, for the gift of a glorious light for our tree. And so ends our story.
Look what we did. We have created a symbol of our hope for the return of light and life. Look at this scene. It's a special day with a special people, a star, and creatures of the forest. Thank you to all of you for bringing back color to our beautiful snow tree. And thanks to all for your joyful participation. A pop-up pageant, no rehearsal required. Well done, everyone. A round of applause while our cast and winter animals return to their seats. Just as our animal friends brought gifts to the tree, so we too can offer our gifts for making the world better and brighter. We have each month this year, and each month of the coming year, we give away half of our non-pledge offering to do good in the world. This morning and all of December, we offer our non-pledge offering to the Unitarian Universalist Service Committee. The UUSC advances human rights and social justice around the world, partnering with groups that are already working on the ground and know how to mobilize in their particular areas. Their work is grounded in the belief that all people have inherent power and dignity. And of course, the other half of our offering will support programs here at our fellowship that make this a place of community, spiritual growth, love, and justice. So we're going to pass the baskets here in Fellowship Hall. But for those at home or those here with a cell phone, you can go to uufames.org/give to make your contribution today or anytime. And if you're visiting with us today, please know that your presence is gift enough. Friends, let's just gaze on our snow tree and take a few moments to remember the laughter, the truth that solstice brings us, that the darkness is a part of life, and that light and color will always return. We remember the fun we had together, how we live out our Unitarian, Universalist faith together, standing with each other in the darkness and celebrating together the joys of the season. Let's rise and body our spirit for our final song, Joy to the World. We start and end a song together. If we're mixed up in the middle, I just don't think it matters that much. Don't tell the director of the choir I said that. Some special words of gratitude today. Gratitude to all of our pageant participants and helpers, animals helpers, preparers, our musicians, Peggy Earnshaw and Craig Mushel. To our facilitators, Amy Slagle and Sarah Carlson, our tech team, Dan Haig and Melissa Nielsen, to our coffee servers and treat bringers and cleanup crew, and a special gratitude for all you do to our Director of Religious Education, Dana Poss. May the joy that we've created here go with us today and always. Merry Yuletide and blessings to you all.